Hi!
Welcome
to
Basement Faults and Catapults.
Yeah! That's Trevor.
And that's Aaron.
And we're happy to have you back here in the basement lair.
Yes, we're here to wish you a happy Valentine's Day.
Aww.
Aaron.
Yeah?
Have you ever had the desire to date your refrigerator?
No. My bed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know where this thought came from, but somebody over at Sassy Chap Games decided...
Oh, what a nice Sassy Chap.
Sassy Chap.
What a sassy
chap. I love it. They decided, for some reason, I don't know, I want to find out where they got this idea from, but they're like, what would happen if I could date my fridge or my piano or any other of 100 random objects in my home? Yeah.
What would they even look like? Like, man. And how do you gender them? Do you use the French rules?
I know.
Right?
This is the question. Like, if you're dating the fridge, how do you know? Does it even matter?
And ultimately, yeah, like they're non-gendered objects.
They're non-gendered objects, except for French.
Well, a lot of the Latin
Spanish,
languages. A lot of the Latin languages.
Other Latin
French,
languages. Yeah.
Italian, Spanish. I believe German has gendered constructs.
Yeah.
It's actually more odd not to have gendered constructs than it is to have gendered constructs.
That's fair. Yeah. Le, la.
Lula.
I do not. You know, I didn't do extremely well in French. One of the reasons why was because I didn't really understand. They're like, no, it is le. And I'm like, why is it feminine? They're like, because we decided. And I'm like, but make it make logical sense to my logical brain that understands math and physics. And they could not. So what are the math and physics behind dating objects in your home?
They're already there.
Yeah, I guess so.
You've already made the initial investment on them, so
yeah.
Now you're just maximizing potential.
So what do you do? Like, what would you do if you're like your lamp? You're like, I want to take my lamp out for a date. What kind of a date would you go on with your lamp?
You know what? I would take my lamp. We'd go to a nice little coffee shop, and I would let her shine her light on so I could read.
Right.
Then maybe we'd go to a fancy bulb place and see if she wants to spice it up a little bit.
Maybe a bulb upgrade?
Spice it up in the
bedroom. Go for a bulb job?
A bulb job.
As you can tell, this game is like kind of wild.
Yes, we're very excited to grab it. For those of you who are older listeners, you know that we did Colonel Sanders.
Yes, the
last Valentine's Day.
The I Love You, Colonel Sanders dating simulator. Yes.
Whew.
And that was fun. That was a hoot. That was like the taking the anime-esque visual novel,
sorry,
and turn that in and / dating simulator, which let's be honest, most
visual novels are nowadays. Yeah.
Most visual novels are dating simulators, and most dating simulators are visual novels.
Visual novels.
Yes, tongue twister. So yeah, it was actually really fun. The characters were bubbly and fun.
They were hilarious.
The concept was just great.
It was so stupid and like pure corporate propaganda.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Buy our chicken, right? That was the end of it. Eat our skin.
Yeah.
Not one reference to eating their skin or cannibals in that entire game.
Yeah, no, that was
opportunity.
No, agree to disagree on that one. I think they made the right call there.
I think they did too. Yeah.
Despite the fact that they turn one of the characters into a chicken, right? Like,
I think they did.
There was like this magic curse spell that went wrong, and like your rival turned into a chicken.
Yeah, which is scary because what if that chicken ends up on the Colonel's menu? I mean, hey, so to continue the wackiness of Valentine's Day, which is about love and appreciation and dating and chocolates. And, I was debating with my wife the other day, and I said, her birthday is like just before Valentine's Day. Mm. So I was like, I think this year for Valentine's Day, I'd like to do the Japanese thing.
Oh, where she gives chocolates to you, and then White Day, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
When it's the other way around.
Yes, and I was like, I think we should have Japanese Valentine's Day this year, where I have to do nothing but receive chocolates. Obviously, that did not go over.
No, I wouldn't think that would.
No, so I guess I have about a week left to go get a card and maybe some flowers and maybe plan an entire evening of wonderful things to do, and I'm not panicking at all.
You can never go wrong with a pottery class.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's a good idea.
The Pottery Barn is probably all booked up for Valentine's Day, so you might be a little late on that one.
That's true. Yeah. So instead of actually making plans with my wife for Valentine's Day so that I can keep her happy and continue our wonderful marriage, we're going to be playing
Date Everything Simulator,
yes.
Which I'm very excited about. Actually,
I am. I love wacky and wild games.
I've seen it pop up here and there.
Yeah,
I've never actually played it.
Yeah.
What else have I? It gives me a lot of the vibes of like the date daddy or whatever.
Oh, Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy.
Yes, I remember seeing that on my Steam like constantly. Where it's like Dream Daddies, and it's like it's men dating other men simulator where they're dream daddies and they're all like buff or they're big and furry or
they hit specific tropes.
Yeah, definitely hitting certain tropes.
Yeah.
And but again, like it's one of these kinds of genres are always kind of a little bit like over the top.
Yeah. And sometimes on accident, sometimes on purpose.
Yes.
This looks like they did it on purpose.
I would think so, yes. Yeah. Dating your piano seems kind of a strange thing to me. And I'm really curious about how tickling the ivories works in that scenario.
Oh, God.
So many puns. So many puns. Yes, so many puns.
I can't wait. We're going to do it our usual style. I think for those of you who are coming to us from actually watching our gameplay and then joining us now, let me know if this changes, but I think what we're going to do... I'm
going to make Aaron play this one, and I'm going to watch.
I was going to say we'll do the 30-30 thing again on the shared webcam.
Yeah, we could.
We could also make me play it.
I don't know, when it comes to dating Aaron...
I am the only single one here.
When it comes to dating Aaron, some people just like to watch. No. There's so many inappropriate jokes that I can make around Valentine's Day.
We need an HR department.
Yeah, if anyone's looking for an HR role to help advise us on appropriate or inappropriate jokes. Ooh. Yeah, Valentine's Day, I think there's a lot of flexibility in what goes.
There's plenty of flexibility, and we're excited about it.
We're all about free love here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to freely allow us to play this game about loving, I don't know, all the different objects in our home.
When did this come out again? 2000?
So this came out in June 2025, and it was published by Team 17.
Team 17, who I've never heard of.
And Sassy Chap Games.
Sassy Chap.
They're
so sassy.
I love how sassy they are.
They're so sassy.
I love it.
Anyway, moving on. We're going to go play.
We're gonna go play.
Maybe we'll discuss who our favorite characters were.
Yes, we're gonna have an argument over whether the Armoire or the Chesterfield is more attractive.
I mean, Chesterfield is
Chesterfield.
So it's either like a really buff, pecky guy, or like. Anyway, moving on.
So we're going to go play this weird and wacky game. We're going to come back. We'll talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and kind of what kind of humor ensues. And we'll see. Is this going to be another Kenshi that I get addicted to and play for 200 hours? Or is
There's
this
only
going to be
100 characters.
100 characters, 2 hours a character. And apparently they turn into people?
Yes, you anthropomorphize them with your...
So you become delusional and start seeing them as people. I love that.
This would have been a great pandemic release,
right? So if the fridge has an ice maker,
the fridge is hot,
but it turns into a person, where does the ice come from? Anyway,
moving on.
We'll be right back. Remember those old transitions? After these messages,
we'll be right back. Boop. My only comfort is knowing. If I die, Trevor dies, and I don't have to listen to his puns.
Right?
And we're back!
We're back! After playing...
Date Everything Simulator!
Date Everything.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah. So tell me, Aaron, how did you like Dating Everything?
It was fun. Such an interesting range of objects. The character designs were outstanding.
Yeah.
So cool. Some of them were like really out there, and some of them were like, oh yeah, that's that's what a pencil would look like, or that's what a hot water tank. Well, okay, I have no idea what a hot water tank would look like.
Yeah, I mean, the hot water tank was interesting because it was like still a hot water tank. Yeah, and then there was like a splash of heat and a splash of water and like...
Yeah, like a bodice kind of situation thing. Yeah,
it was kind of cool.
Like, it was the cool designs all the way through.
Extremely creative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think my favorite design for a lot of reasons was the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the bed was pretty cool.
The bed was well designed.
Yeah, the bed was well designed. And I liked how the bed was kind of like, I'm not a very good bed.
You're a great bed.
I haven't been sleeping very well. Like, I know you sleep well at night, but I'm just not happy. And you're like, oh, bed, what's going on? It's very interesting personifying objects in your home.
Yeah. And humans are notorious for this. We pack bond with anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, we'll get, IKEA did that. Remember the IKEA commercial? Where it's like the lamp and it's going through all these big moments.
If you feel sorry for the lamp.
That's silly.
That's silly.
The lamp. The new one is much better.
The new one is much better anyway.
Right? Yeah. They throw the lamp out.
Well, it's actually hilarious, though. I remember as a child, I had a blanket that was given to me, and I don't even remember who gave it to me. It might have been one of my grandparents, my great-grandmother, or my grandmother. And it was this blue weave blanket, and it got pretty ratty after a long time. And at some point, my parents wanted to throw it away. My mom was like, we're going to throw this blanket away. And I remember this was like one of the most devastating things for me. I was like, I don't know, I was probably like 6 or 7 years old. And I was like, but I love the blanket. Don't take my blanket, right?
Like, if we're being like, for real right now?
Yeah.
Do you remember Zellers?
Yeah.
They had a brand mascot that they sold as a teddy bear called Zeddy.
Zeddy, yeah.
I still have my Zeddy.
You have your Zeddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I still have... I used to have a big stuffed animal collection. When my parents separated, I ended up moving out of my dad's place, back and forth from my mom's to my dad's place. At one point, the mice got into some stuff, and my dad ended up throwing away like basically everything that I had. Damn. So I have like none of my really like sentimental stuff as a child. And, he says he has some of it. He says he has it at his place, but I've never been to his place. So, like, I don't know if this stuff even still exists. Things like my Pogs, or things like, like Pogs. Remember Pogs?
Good as cash on the playground.
Good as cash. But yeah, like, there's all these things that I had. I had, like, a ceramic R2-D2 that I had done and painted. I had a bunch of, like, really cool things that I really loved. I had all my little miniature Star Trek, little like almost Hot Wheels. And like there's all these things that I'm like, I was very fond of those things, very attached to them. So like, we can become very attached. When they wanted to take my blanket away, I was so upset and so sad. I ended up actually giving it to my cats because we built a little thing so the cats could kind of get into the house where it's warm, but not into the house. So it was like a little cat box.
Okay.
And I said, I compromised. I'm willing to get rid of my blanket as long as my cats can use it.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, but I've never been that attached to like a chair or a couch. Although I got to tell you, I love my recliner couch.
There you go. Yeah. And the way this game's set up, you'll get really attached.
Oh, really attached. Yeah.
Kelly was out for it.
Yeah. Oh man, the television was legit hyper, like super. Like you would expect from a television, like, let's see what's on next. Let's go on this channel. Let's go on this channel. This new, hey, buy this thing. And it was like, oh my gosh. And then it's like, watch this show. And it's like, actually, that show just moved to a different streaming service and I got to pay for that. It was all too real. So the television kind of put me off. I was like,
chill.
Turn the TV off. I don't want to watch it. I'm going to go back to the computer. The computer seemed pretty cool. But the computer was, I kept going and picking objects that are very masculine. And I'm wild. I lean a little more towards the feminine personally, but I was like, hey, the fridge, the Yeti.
That was wild. That is not even how, like, I see the fridge. I understand why they went that. Like, I get it, but like,
it's got to be built like a fridge.
Yeah. But it's just like wild that they went with, like, again, a lot of the designs were really out there, but they were all so good.
Yeah, the designs are really cool. Like the idea of like, imagine standing in a room with an art team and you're going, hey, so we got a fridge and we want to personify this fridge into a kind of like a type of a character or a person that is humanoid.
Yeah, and dateable.
And then doing that for all of the objects in the house. What a cool concept.
There's 100.
There's
They did that with 100 of these things.
Yeah, and there's a DLC that adds like a couple additional things. Yeah,
or something like that.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Like
it is cool what they did.
I mean, I don't play a lot of dating simulators. I'm into like Satisfactory and Factorio and Kenshi.
I can't. Sakura Wars.
Okay, I never played Sakura Wars.
I played the Sakura Wars. This would have been the PS2 era.
Yeah,
and then on the PlayStation Classic, so PS1. There's a game called Thousand Arms.
Okay.
And the premise is you're a blacksmith, and the weapons you make can be improved by putting affection points in.
Oh.
So the more affection you have with somebody,
wow,
the better a weapon you can make for that person.
Yeah. I mean, dating simulators have been around for a very, very long time. Oh, God,
yeah.
I mean, both appropriate and inappropriate. Yeah. But when I look back, I think of like Stardew Valley.
Okay.
It's kind of like a life sim, but like dating is actually a huge element of that game.
To an extent,
you meet all the different characters that you can potentially.
And then there's the eligible bachelors and bachelorettes.
Yeah. There's games like that, and then there's obviously you get into games like Dragon Age where you have characters that are romance paths with your characters. Mass Effect. So I mean, like
Baldur's Gate 3.
Everybody is an open option.
Everybody's thirsty in BG 3, baby.
Yeah, the disturbing barn scene I'll never forget. Man, wow. But can't
get that back.
So like romancing and dating and all these things, it's very prevalent in many games across many genres.
Maybe that speaks to the loneliness of the human condition.
Yeah, I would really like to know like what percentage of people who are the kind of the core mind or creator behind these games, what percentage are masculine or feminine? So is it like, hey, like I'm a guy, what kind of dating fantasy would I write?
Yeah.
I'm a girl, what kind of dating fantasy would I write? Or I'm just like the kind of person that would write a dating game about dating a fridge. Very interesting. There's a huge spectrum out there.
Good old fridge.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd be friends with my fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if tomorrow I got those magic glasses, me and my fridge would hang.
Yeah, if I could talk to my fridge, I think I would apologize for not cleaning it often enough. Yeah. Be like, hey, buddy, come here. Those leftovers?
I'm sorry.
And that leftover seafood?
I'm so sorry.
And you left that in the fridge for the last 28 days? So like,
yeah, we got
dude, it really stinks in here. Can you like at least put some baking soda in there or something?
Throw out the seafood, throw in some baking soda, please. I'm begging you.
I imagine how many objects in my home I would have to apologize to for abusing. Like my vacuum cleaner, the vacuum head's all full of hair, and it's just like coughing up hairballs. It really.
Maybe it's for the best that we can't talk to our household appliances.
I think it's for the best. Like the chairs, just like, dude, the number of times you have farted on me. Please stop that.
Yeah, please stop.
Right? And it's an interesting concept. And you know what? I love it. In this day and age, so many video games are just a repeat trope of previous video games that doing something like this is unique and different. And
it was funny. It was funny. And there was enough, I guess, characterizations that it didn't feel like you were just repeating.
Yeah. It was very unique.
Oh, pardon me. Each character it's so cold down in this basement. It makes me yawn.
It is cold. Yeah. It's like 18.3 degrees down here right now, Celsius. Yeah. But we need to get some specs, and we need to talk to our furnace about that.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Could you turn up the heat?
Could you turn up the heat, furnace?
Would the furnace be a guy or a girl?
Ooh,
or like maybe a non-gendered?
I don't know. It's pretty frigid in here. Very ice queen. Very frozen. I don't know. The frigid temperatures,
Because the water tank was a girl in the game.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I guess there was no furnace in that game, just a water heater. Yeah. So must have been the designers definitely are from a place that is not cold in the wintertime.
I guess.
Otherwise they would have built a furnace into the house.
In the utility room.
And they talked about there being a crawl space. And in Canada, we don't have a crawl space under our homes because it's so cold. We usually have basements.
Yeah. Crawl spaces are.
It's more of a warm weather thing.
Yeah. You can have them in cold, but it becomes problematic.
Yeah, you get mold and
not just mold, but like the ground freezing can shift the house quite extensively.
Yeah, but you know what? I agree with you. I liked the character designs. I was like, we're allowed to pick 5 items, and I'm like, okay, that one's a dude. That one's a dude. That one's a dude. That one's kind of non-binary. And then finally at the end, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the Easter and festivity box.
Yeah, the
boom,
decorations.
The decorations box. And boom, it was a girl.
And it was a manic pixie dream girl.
Super manic. Oh my gosh.
Boy.
Yeah. Highly energetic.
And then I think I was 5 for 5.
Yeah, you were 5 for 5.
Huh. Yeah, in terms of picking female presenting characters.
Yeah, I think you did well in choosing characters that were
the bed,
your type.
Bed's obviously feminine, but
Bed's obviously your type.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the game console, I could have gone either. The
game console was my favorite character.
She was fun.
Yeah,
as far as a character goes, she was fun.
Yeah, which is totally appropriate because I'm a gamer. I love video games so naturally, but I loved the So you pick the video game console and you meet this little video game personification. There was a whole
we were
fantasy
playing a game
of picking what to do in the game and where to go.
It was really well written. It was cool.
Yeah, I found that to be really kind of interesting and exciting. And the character had so many different representations of the character, so different facial expressions and positions and action shots because it's a video game.
Yeah, the designers, the art team was really 100%. And I mean, some characters I would assume would have an equal amount, and some characters probably less. Yeah. There aren't many dynamic poses for the bed, for example. Yeah, right.
The bed just kind of lays around.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this game to anyone who is not familiar with or has never played a dating simulator game? This is the hard question.
No, I wouldn't. And not because I don't think it's a good game. It is. It's a lot of fun. But if you're trying to get into a dating simulator thing, you're probably going to want to do something that's maybe a little more serious.
Yeah. Yeah, like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's a dating simulator, right?
Exactly.
You basically get on Discord and just hang out with a bunch of dudes all day.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I was thinking more one of the Japanese light novels that you see. But if you're looking for a fun entry, or if you're already kind of an experienced visual novel dating simulator connoisseur, it's like a splash of tonic water. It's it was fun,
Yeah, I really think that it's a creative game. I mean, it's on Steam right now is $38-ish for Canadian. It's on sale on a couple of other platforms for 35% off. But it's interesting. I think that would I, under any normal circumstances, pay $38 for a dating sim? I don't know. Dating sims are not my usual genre.
I and more importantly, I find dating sims, just pure dating sims, quite often fall into that adult game. Yeah, and I could be wrong there.
No, I mean the majority of dating sim / visual novel / dating sim tend to go more of the adult genre for sure. And now, I think
there's visual novels that are romance.
Yes.
And those are
not dating simulators.
But they're not.
It's like a romance novel.
Yeah.
Like 50 Shades of... Oh, wait a minute. So, yeah, I think that dating simulators, you kind of touched on it. Why do... specifically, I find, when I was a young man and I've played a couple of these, different dating simulator games and things like that, where does that come from? What is the desire for people to play a dating simulator? Now, in the case of Date Everything, it's comedy. This is designed to be funny and creative.
And it's really well done.
It's well done. And I like the voice acting.
The voice acting was really stellar.
Yeah.
There were some that I, and we each got our own 5. And there were some where I was like, oh, that's a choice. That's a choice. Yep. I don't hate it. But it's not the choice I would have made. But, what do I know, right?
Yeah. Well, and early visual novels and dating simulators didn't have any voice acting. You're just reading text. But, the typical dating simulator, you meet the girl in school, you take her for a date, you buy her flowers. And usually it's this 10, 15, 20-hour progression of like you're meeting all of these different people and characters, and you're going on dates with all of them. And then usually at the end of the game, you have to pick one.
Yep.
And that one is the one that it's like you propose and you get married. Apropos, everyone's happy. And that's typically how like a standard non-adult dating simulator goes.
Yeah. You get locked on a path at a certain point, and like, okay, if I go with this character gets locked out. Yeah. That sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have a choice, like it's Saturday night. You can choose this person or this person. And if you choose one, it blocks the path for the other, and then you got to do another playthrough. Yeah. Kind of like in Dragon Age, if you wanted to actually romance all of the characters and get the achievement, you would have to do it over a couple of playthroughs. You couldn't do it all in one playthrough. But why are we gravitating towards dating simulators? I know when I was a young man, I thought a lot about, hey, I'm single. I want to meet a girl someday. I grew up with a friend that when I was like 6, I was like, I'm going to marry this person. And of course we, went our separate ways when our parents moved away from each other, And you kind of carry this romance. I at least can speak to myself. I carried this romantic idea of someday I'm going to meet a beautiful girl. I'm going to get married. And I never thought about having kids, but I was like, I'm going to get married, and then we're going to build a house, and we're going to live together. And like, I've now lived that. But as a young man, before I met my current, my wife, my current wife, my only wife, as soon as I met
number 3, baby.
Wife number 3. I'm not on number 3 yet. I'm on number 1, but there's always tomorrow. So I lighthearted. But I always thought to myself, this romantic idea of, and so these games kind of introduce you to that and give you, and so it's kind of like a sad, lonely boy thing for sure.
Oh yeah, no,
for sure. But it's kind of like, this game gives you the idea of like, hey, meeting girls, be nice to girls, be respectful to girls, buy them things, take them on dates.
Yeah, if you do things they don't like, you don't get.
Yeah, like this one character likes certain things that improve your affection points, and if you do other things, it doesn't. Or if they'll tell you, and this is the cool thing when you're doing the dating sims, is they'll be like, hey, by the way, my favorite chocolate is this.
The raspberry.
And so you then have a point way later in the game, and like you're not taking notes. The game doesn't track this for you. Way later in the game, you're in a chocolate shop. You got to buy some chocolates, and if you remember that it's raspberry, you get the affection point, you unlock the path. Yeah. But if you choose like peanut butter and they don't like, maybe they're allergic, and honestly, it could go as far as the character dies from their allergy.
You're a monster.
It can happen. There are dating sim games where there's the bad end where the character completely dies because of a choice you've made.
Something else happens.
But now that path is gone.
Yep.
You may have been doing very well, and now the path is gone.
Yep.
And so it was a fun way for a young man when I was younger.
Sort of gamify relationships.
But also like understand that, there's consequences to not remembering what a girl told you.
Yeah.
And so while there's a certain degree that I will accept that there's a certain degree of depravity to wanting to, date fake girls in a video game, I think that there's also, and again, this very much depends on the game you're playing.
Absolutely.
That it is, age appropriate. That it actually can kind of give you some pointers on like when you're dating a girl, listen to her.
Yeah.
Make a note of the things she likes.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and it speaks. It's in a lot of ways. It's like reading a book or watching a movie. Like there are lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
Is it the whole picture? No.
Does it actually prepare you for dating?
Not really. No.
Not at all.
But it gives you sort of this groundwork of like pay attention, do things that are positive to that individual.
Yeah. When done tastefully, a dating simulator game can actually be fun and entertaining, but also sometimes heartwarming. Like, I remember playing a dating simulator game where, and again, this is like forever ago, so I don't remember specifics, but I remember where like one of the characters is kind of sickly. And like you...
wounded bird syndrome.
Yeah, like the wounded bird, and then you're like choosing between like, the energetic, bubbly, or the sickly, but there's always like traits of each character that have or represent different virtues or different things,
different aspects.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I think that there's some beauty in dating video games.
No, there is, and there's a reason why they're still around.
Yeah.
Right? And if we look at probably the largest producer of these bad boys, good old Nippon.
Yep. Japan produces a lot of specifically anime-related games.
Specifically anime.
Or anime-esque.
It's one of their oldest sort of video game franchises, right? Like, I mentioned Sakura Wars, but like there's tons. And that had a lot to do with their computer technology at the time, because they weren't on the IBM platforms like the rest of the world. They were on their own like weird sort of proprietary thing.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of drive for young men specifically, or in a lot of cases middle-aged men who maybe have remained single, to produce these fantastical stories of how lovely would it be to just fall in love.
This idolized, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's not to say it's just for young men. The reverse harem has become unbelievably popular.
Yeah, as more and more women got into video gaming and got into that world.
Yeah.
Because it was very male dominated for a long time.
Absolutely.
It's become more a little more open-minded to all of the different aspects.
And to be fair to anyone really, visual novels are a very low skill entry.
Oh yeah, extremely low skill. Read the thing, make the choice.
Yeah, and to be fair, the writing quite often gives away what the right choice is.
Yeah.
So anyone with decent comprehension can play this game.
Yeah. As long as you can visually read the screen, and I guess screen readers can help that for visually impaired.
Yeah.
So visually impaired won't get the artwork or appreciate the art as much,
which is really too bad, because I will say this for most visual novels, and the one we were playing in particular, the artwork is quite often the highlight, right?
Yeah. I really love the creativity. And so date everything.
Let's
talk graphics.
The character designs were outstanding.
Very cool.
Really cool.
Very creative.
Absolutely. Yeah. The house and everything around it was Unity assets.
Yeah. And I loved I loved the layout of the house.
Very smart. The house was smart.
Very smart. Yeah. I enjoyed that.
But the actual like representation of things was very like, oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, the movement system was a little awkward and clunky.
It felt too floaty.
Little floaty.
And slow. Like
the mouse response was kind of weird.
Yeah, the mouse response is weird.
The doors didn't open.
The physics,
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to open the door. Click on the door to open it, but it like bumps into you. And so you have to get out of the way of the door to open it all the way. And like sometimes annoying mechanics can be kind of interesting.
Yeah, right. Because they create a gameplay challenge or something.
Yeah.
But in this case, we're literally walking from room to room to date something. So like impeding that movement doesn't introduce anything cool.
Yeah.
It just introduces a frustration.
Yeah. But I think overall, graphics wise, like the game is very basic. I wouldn't give it like great ratings, but I liked like the piano looks cool. The fridge was cool.
Yeah, they were all good 3D assets.
Yeah, like 6 out of 10 for me. Didn't really blow my mind, but so let me be clear though. Like the 3D assets, 6 out of 10. The 2D assets, 9 out of 10. I love
the character designs are
character designs are awesome. Yeah, good work on the character designs. Absolutely
cool on that.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in the same boat. I'm gonna go like a 6 out of 10 for the basics. But like once we get into those 2D assets for the characters.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree. Audio, I guess really what we're working from here is the voice acting.
Yeah. And the voice acting was outstanding.
It's good. The recording quality was
good.
Really
recording
nice.
quality. Yeah. Each character had a very unique and personable aspect
and their voice really, at least for all my 5, the voice really matched the design.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of. No, everything was pretty solid. Yeah. I would have given the window a Midwest accent instead of like that Southern accent, and it wasn't even like really hard Southern. It was like kind of a
Southern light,
like just getting into Georgia Southern accent.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, voice acting is one of those things where most dating simulators, at least of ye old days, had no voice acting.
No voice acting. It was all, and if it did, it was in somebody's garage.
And that's why I think it makes sense to me what they're charging for the game.
Yeah,
because voice acting typically is not the cheapest thing to add into your game.
No, because I mean, hey, VAs, we got to eat. But the big thing that I was really impressed by was I don't think they had multiple voice cast, or sorry, I don't think any VA did multiple roles.
Yeah, in the roles that we listened to so far, I didn't get the sense of any repeats. And usually, like, there's certain people that can do certain voices, like a Seth MacFarlane or like a Hank.
Listen, if it's one of the Jennifers, Jennifer Hale or Jennifer English, I know their voice right off.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like, it's odd, but I've noticed over the years that if someone's coming down the hallway, I know who they are just from their sound of their breathing. Oh. Like their palate.
That's not creepy.
Well, it is kind of weird, but I mean, I worked at the same place for 11 years. You kind of get to know people.
I guess, yeah.
But when the shape of a palate shapes how your breathing sounds, how your voice sounds, and even if you can change, slightly the shape of your palate by changing, putting your mouth open and things like that. I mean, it definitely changes your palate, but the voice signature seems to kind of remain the same.
Yeah, and that has to do with cadence and pitch.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think that's really awesome. I loved the voice acting.
No, the voice acting was stellar.
I will give the audio, just based on the voice acting, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I loved the voice acting, and I loved the choices they made in the voice acting.
I'm going a little lower. I'm giving that an 8.
Go for it.
But that's because the other sound effects just bothered me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I really want to give the VAs credit.
But the VAs are bringing that bad boy up.
Yeah, it's fun. So the gameplay. You got the specs that let you talk to your inanimate objects.
It was very simplistic. Yeah. You get 5 dates a day, and then that's it. And then the next day, which as far as mechanic goes, is fine. It's not interesting.
The vacuum cleaner mentioned that it wanted to get out of the closet and maybe go watch a game on TV.
So there might be like specific times, or if you talk to an object, you get different results.
But it's weird because the TV is also a person. So if I'm taking the vacuum cleaner to watch TV, technically that's like a multi-date.
Three-way?
A triple date? So I don't know. There's a lot of weird questions. I guess I'll only have answered if I play more of the game.
Which you can.
I can. Will I though? So that talks about fun.
That talks about fun.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Yeah.
If I owned this game, I might just play through it and get the character.
Yeah. You gotta meet all. Of the characters.
I would meet all of them. I would just do the full path on the ones that I found interesting.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't touch it again.
Yeah. I really hope that there's a Steam achievement for meeting all of the characters,
dating everything,
and then for dating everything. You should get the dated everything achievement. Now, the problem is, I feel like at the pace of the days that it would be 30 or 40, maybe 50 hours.
Yeah.
Because there's the pencils, there's the books, there's the window, the curtains. There's over 100.
Yeah, there's 100 datables.
There's 100 datables,
which is a lot.
So, basement faults and catapults.
I'm going to say a conditional catapult.
Conditional catapult. I agree. I think if you are either into the dating simulator genre or have been in the past and appreciate comedy, or you just simply appreciate comedy and you think that wackadoodle crazy game ideas is something that you would be to pursue.
Absolutely.
Just for the fun. Then I would say, it's give it a go. I would say give it a go. If you think dating simulators are weird and awkward and depraved,
this one's not going to change your mind.
This one's not going to change your mind.
It's weird, awkward, and depraved.
But sometimes I will leave you all with this. Sometimes the weird and the awkward have a certain charm.
And listen, if it's not messy, it isn't love.
That's it for us today. Happy Valentine's Day
from Basements, Vaults,
and Catapults.
Have a good one.
Good luck. Have fun.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.